this calm day.
Yeah.
Blue sky out
Clear
there,
it out.
sunshine to clean up the mess out there.
Bridge is looking good, all
Yeah.
wet pavement. It's funny because the roads even this morning were still snow covered.
Still pretty sloppy in all
But
places.
then between that and late morning, I noticed a big
Big
difference.
change already.
I had the truck in four-wheel drive, which it doesn't like making sharp turns.
not at all. Very bad.
So I went to park and it was like, I'm like, okay, I guess we're good now.
in
We're
the
back
clear.
you're back to the two-wheel.
For a few hours.
Yeah, for a few hours at least, through tomorrow, and then we got another one come in tomorrow afternoon. Here are the current temperatures, 37 in Portland, doing some melting there. As I mentioned, you can melt snow when it's below freezing, but it's got to be a little bit sunny. And we're seeing just a mixture of sun and clouds out there right now with a little bit more lean towards clouds over western Maine and back into the mountains. But the break is down across York and Cumberland County. Of course, York County hit the hardest, I would say, with this storm, not with just total amounts, but by the impact and the power outage situation there. So they're getting a good cleanup day there. Here's a couple of snow showers working their way through Aroostook County. That's about it, and the rest of tonight will be quiet. And it will be cold. We talked about how, the models differ on how cold tonight is, and it will matter when it comes to Wednesday afternoon. But the theme here is it is very cold tomorrow morning with a lot of us in the single digits, especially north of Bangor. And then down along the coast, I could see around 10 degrees or so. And so that's really entrenched cold air that we're going to need to move out of the way on Wednesday night in order to change over to rain. I think we do that eventually, but I think it's healthy to have skepticism about how fast that's going to happen. And so during the day tomorrow, we start with sun, we cloud up from southwest to northeast. This system is a tiny bit faster than it looked yesterday, so we do start to break some snow out, I think, in the afternoon over York County, Cumberland, southern Oxford, back into New Hampshire. And we're in the mid-20s, so it sticks right away. No ground too warm argument, right? Just right away. And then the snow continues to move in. This is 7 o'clock. So a good part of the state, evening commute tomorrow night, is not going to be great. And the snow comes down pretty hard through the middle of the night. And you can see the rain snow lines trying to move in, but it's going to have a hard time. I think we'll be pinging some sleet along the coast through midnight, 1 a.m. or so. And then eventually we do change over to rain and sleet mixture through the early morning hours on Thursday, snowing pretty much across the rest of the state though. And then eventually this rain snow line drives all the way into Bangor here through the morning on Thursday, and we maybe end as some drizzle or freezing drizzle as far as even the foothills in the mountains. But at that point, as you note, most of the precipitation is done. This is a pretty quick storm. It's out of here by mid-morning or middle of the day at the latest. And so because a lot of that is happening as snow and sleet, I think we can do some pretty good snowfall amounts in a short period of time. Now, if you do the math on this, we're going to have to get some really good snowfall rates to get this done, right? It starts snowing at, say, 4 o'clock and it's done through mid-morning. We're talking 6 to 12. That means it's going to be coming down pretty hard through the overnight hours tomorrow night. And I think that it will be the case. And 3 to 6 along the coastline. And then down East Maine, I think they change over a little bit faster. So 1 to 3 inches there. Were you wondering, maybe, where do we sit now for snow this season? Well, all of a sudden, things are looking more normal here in Portland and Bangor, and Caribou had already been sitting at about average. We do get a break Friday, Saturday, Sunday, another system maybe Sunday night, Monday. It doesn't look like a blockbuster of a storm. It is worth noting, Brian, though, even with the snow totals being average, I just ran the numbers, November 1st to now, still the third warmest winter on record.
I don't think anyone's going to argue that.
Yeah, those two things can go together, interestingly enough. We can get snow and still have
be on the warm
above
side.
average winter. Yeah.
But we caught up a lot in the last week.
We sure did.
Big difference.
Yeah.
All right, Keith, thanks so much.